In Rockhampton, Queensland, the name Leonard Fraser became attached to one of the darkest criminal cases in the state's history. He was not a shadowy stranger from far away. He was a man who had moved through ordinary streets, ordinary places, and ordinary conversations. And that is part of what made the case so disturbing. Fraser had a long criminal history before the murders that made him infamous. His record included serious sexual offenses, and by the late 1990s, he was again living in the Rockhampton area. To the people around him, he could appear rough, unstable, or forgettable. But behind that ordinary surface was a pattern of predatory violence that would leave families grieving and a community afraid. In April 1999, 9-year-old Kira Steinhardt disappeared while walking home from school. The search for her became urgent, then heartbreaking. Fraser was arrested, and he later led police to her body. He was convicted of her abduction, rape, and murder, and sentenced to life in prison. But Kira's case was not the end of the story. Investigators began looking again at other disappearances and deaths around Rockhampton. Women who had vanished, families who had waited for answers, names that had become part of a growing fear. Julie Turner, Beverly Lego, and Sylvia Benedetti. In 2003, a Brisbane Supreme Court jury found Fraser guilty of the murders of Beverly Lego and Sylvia Benedetti and the manslaughter of Julie Turner. He received further life sentences and was described as Queensland's first convicted serial killer. During the investigation, Fraser also became linked to the disappearance of teenager Natasha Ryan. Her name was included in the case, and for years many believed she had been murdered. Then, in a stunning turn, Natasha was found alive in Rockhampton in 2003 during Fraser's trial. That revelation exposed the danger of false confession, rumor, and assuming a missing person's fate before the truth is known. Fraser's descent was not sudden. It was a long, documented path through offending, imprisonment, release, and escalating harm. The tragedy is not only what he did, but how many warning signs existed before the final crimes. He died in custody in 2007 after suffering a heart attack. But the focus should remain where it belongs, on the victims, their families, and the community that was forced to confront how evil can hide in plain sight. Leonard Fraser's case is remembered not for fascination, but as a warning. Behind every true crime headline are real people, real losses, and questions that should never be ignored.